All right, let's talk about something a little weird. You know that feeling, right? That super common but also super strange urge you got to just squeeze something because it's just too cute? I mean, look at this little guy. Have you ever seen something this adorable and just, I don't know, felt this weird impulse to clench your fists or grit your teeth, maybe even pinch those little cheeks? It feels kind of aggressive, right? But here's the thing. You don't actually want to hurt it. If that sounds like you, trust me, you are so not alone. Well, guess what? There's a name for that feeling. It's called cute aggression. And it's a real thing, scientifically speaking. Researchers only really defined it back in 2015, which is pretty recent. They finally gave a label to that bizarre mix of pure love and what feels like, well, aggression. It's the reason we say things like, oh, I could just eat you up, even though we would never, ever dream of doing that. And listen, this is not some weird, rare quirk you have. Not at all. Studies show that about half of all adults say they felt this. So yeah, if you've ever wanted to squish something cute, welcome to the club. You're in very good company. Okay, so let's get into it. That so cute urge. It's a super confusing feeling, isn't it? Your heart is just melting, but at the same time, your hands are balling into fists. So what on earth is going on here? Let's break down this weird emotional paradox. So, psychologists have a term for this. They call it a dimorphous display. It sounds complicated, but all it means is that what you're showing on the outside doesn't match what you're feeling on the inside. You're feeling this huge rush of a positive emotion, but your body reacts with something that looks, well, negative. Think about it like this. Crying tears of joy, right? You're at a wedding, you're at a graduation, you are unbelievably happy, and yet you're crying. It's the exact same idea. Your emotional system gets so completely overloaded with good feelings that it kind of spills over. It uses what looks like a negative reaction just to balance things out. Okay, so let's dive even deeper. Your brain on cuteness. What is actually happening up there in that split second when you're hit with a total cuteness overload? Well, scientists wanted to know too, so they did brain scans. And what they found is pretty amazing. When people looked at pictures of cute baby animals, the emotion and reward centers of their brain, specifically an area called the orbitofrontal cortex, just lit up like a Christmas tree. It's a really powerful and super fast reaction. And when I say fast, I mean fast. We're talking 1/7 of a second. That is literally faster than you can blink. Before you can even consciously think, oh, that's cute, your brain's reward system is already going crazy. So all that brain activity kicks off a massive hormonal response. You can think of it like a chemical tug of war that starts inside you, pulling you in two different directions at the exact same time. So on one end of the rope, you've got oxytocin. You've probably heard of it. It's the cuddle hormone or love hormone. It's the one that makes you feel all warm and fuzzy and want to care for something. But pulling on the other end of the rope is vasopressin. This one is more of a protector, compelling you to fiercely defend anything that seems vulnerable. And what's really interesting is that both of these powerful hormones come from the same place in your brain, the hypothalamus. They have different jobs, for sure, but they work together. It's all part of this ancient, evolved system that's designed to make us form strong bonds and take care of things. So what you end up feeling is this mix of, oh, I want to cuddle this little thing, and the fierce protective energy of a mama bear guarding her cubs. That whole urge to squeeze and clench your fists, that's your body physically reacting to both I have to care for this and I have to protect this hitting you all at once. Which, of course, leads to the big question, why? Why on earth would we evolve to have such a bizarre, contradictory reaction? What is the point of feeling aggressive when what we're really feeling is just a ton of affection? Yeah, what is the evolutionary advantage here? It seems like it makes no sense at all. But believe it or not, scientists think this strange reaction was actually a really important survival tool for our ancestors. Okay, so there are two main theories about this. The first one is that it's an emotion regulator. Basically, that little aggressive urge snaps you back to reality so you don't get completely overwhelmed and paralyzed by how cute something is. The second theory is that it's a negligence preventer. Think about it. If an ancient parent was so busy just staring at how cute their baby was, they might not notice a predator sneaking up. That little jolt of aggression could be just enough to keep them alert and on guard. So, long story short, this isn't a bug in your system. It's an evolutionary feature. It's a leftover tool that probably helped our ancestors become better parents, making sure they cared for and protected their kids, which, is pretty important for the survival of the species. All right, let's put this all together and talk about the cuteness paradox.
When you boil it all down, this whole weird, complicated experience is really about one single thing: care. And we know this from the research. A study back in 2015 found a direct link. The more baby-like something looks, the big eyes, the round face, the chubby cheeks, the stronger the feeling of cute aggression. Our brains are just hardwired to go into overdrive when we see these features that scream vulnerable. So here's the play-by-play. Step 1, you see something insanely cute. Step 2, your brain's reward system goes haywire. Step 3, the care and protect hormones flood your system. And step 4, to stop you from just melting into a puddle, your brain throws out a negative expression, like gritting your teeth, just to balance out all that positive energy. And that's why this isn't just about human babies, right? Our brains are basically programmed to look for those features: big eyes, round head, and react. So when a puppy or a kitten shows up with those same traits, they totally hijack that exact same ancient protective circuit in our brains. So the next time you feel that urge to just eat up something adorable, you'll know exactly what's going on. That little aggressive impulse? It's completely harmless. It's just your brain's weird, backward way of shouting, "I care so much about this tiny thing."
Yep, pretty much. It's an evolutionary feature, a hormonal battle, and a wild neurological balancing act all rolled into one little squeeze. It's just your brain trying its best to handle a level of cuteness that is, frankly, off the charts.